the flick-up free kick against Wimbledon.
Yes.
94, I think it was. Did you ever do it again?
No.
If you didn't, why not?
To this day, I have no idea why not. I don't know. It just kind of happened, and it was like I don't know if I forgot about it or maybe subconsciously I just didn't want to try again in case it didn't go in.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have a 100% record.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I don't think it was that. That wouldn't have bothered me really. So I don't know. I think it was because whenever we got a free kick around the box, I was always pretty confident of being able to shoot from the ball off the deck and kind of curl it somewhere or get it over the wall. And I felt like the other one was kind of a bit more high risk. There's a lot of potential for something to go wrong in that free kick. You could make yourself look like a right twat doing that free kick wrong.
I assume you did it in training quite a lot, did you, or not?
No, I did it in training once. The day before, I practiced it once, like took about 10 or 12, had about 10 or 12 goes at it the day before, and that was it.
Any go in?
A couple went in. I don't think it was a goalie in goal though. I think I was just messing about. And a couple went in, and a couple went in. A few went in the trees behind the goal. And it was only because when the free kick was given, I was like, I put the ball down. I was checking the angles, see if I was going to go over the wall or the other side. And Jim Magilton went to me, "Why don't we try the free kick from yesterday?" And I just went, "All right then." That's it. That's how it came about. And Jim rolled it back to me. And funny enough, when I was practicing it the day before, when I was flicking it up quite high because that allows you the time to change your feet and then strike the volley, because you don't just kind of flick it and volley it. You kind of do a little bit in between where you change feet. And so I was flicking it up quite high to give myself enough time to volley it. So when he rolled it back to me on that day and I flicked it up, as I flicked it up, it went nowhere near as high as what I was flicking it up the day before. I can in that split second, I can remember me thinking, "Fuck, that's not high enough." Right? And so I almost kind of rushed it a little bit to kind of get the strike in, so I could just change my feet and hit it. And as it happened, because I did that, it kind of made the ball dip a bit more, and it kind of come down. It come down just in time.
Yeah.
So it was probably, it was probably good that I didn't flick it up quite as high. Because when I'd flicked it up quite high, a few of them I'd kind of volleyed, and they just kind of kept going as opposed to dipping. They kind of just kept rising and rising and going in the trees. So I think if you're going to do that free kick, don't flick it up that high, it makes it easier to get the ball to dip.
No danger in any of us doing that.
Try it on Tuesday now.
But you know what's really lovely? What's really lovely is even this week, I've had a member of the public come up to me and tell me how long he tried practicing that free kick for after he saw me do it.
Wow.
And he still couldn't do it.
Did you know?
Leave that one to you, Matt.
And that's like 30 years ago, and people still coming up to me now and going, "Oh, that free kick! I tried that in the playground for so long and I couldn't do it." And like, that's a nice legacy to leave football. Like 30 years, people still want to talk about something that you did on a football pitch.